.200 batting average, 22 RBIs, 10 homers, and a lot of success against the New York Mets when it comes to hitting the ball over the wall. First pitch high, ball one. Fouled straight back. How much of a... They do have the shift on against Schwarber. The next one, breaking pitch. That's pulled foul into the seats.
For a lot of you that do not...
To shake his head. Will not throw the pitch he doesn't want to throw.
Ahead 1-2, and this one is also towards the foul line, the third base side. They'll get a soup.
Oh, there we go.
The former Indiana Hoosier swings and misses a rising fastball. 281, 3 homers, 17 runs batted in. First pitch, breaking ball in there, a slider at 80. Anna in center and Marte fairly shallow in right. Next one to Bohm. That also breaks in for a strike. Back-to-back slider at Schwarber. And the 0-2. He bounces one in the dirt.
More than anything. Yeah, there's only a handful of pitchers that throw that many pitches over 5% of the time.
Jam Bohm on the ground. Smith will flip.
Take that yourself, Dom.
Plus until we see him try to get back in the field. Oof, Bassitt fooled him badly there, way out in front. This one to center. Canna going back, still going back, right at the track. He's there to make the play. Came off 6 teams that were in first place on Memorial Day. Only 2 of them finished in first place. So we start the second inning, and Chris Bassitt takes over with a...
It's a little different dynamic this year, too, with the expanded postseason format that was agreed to. So if you're taking inventory... Okay, every year we get that reminder of how long the season is. And it was the Braves last year.
Next one to Castellanos. That's a little high, and that's not a call that tonight. Castellanos, Gene, Segura, and Hoskins. 3-2. He's calling the low ones. Former home run hitter of the Reds. 3-2. Swing and a miss, and Bassitt battles back. He throws from that bowling.
Told me that it's a lot more difficult to call the pitch down low because of the way the catchers squat now, where they receive it with the height of the knee of the catcher. Most of the catchers now, you see how they are with that knee down.
Watch Mazeka where his glove is. He doesn't necessarily give you a big target. He puts that glove down. Is that something that...
Issues for a lot of old school ball players and coaches about catchers catching on one knee.
Segura into right. That's going to get down. Phillies get their first hit, their first base runner, Gene Segura. A single into right off a changeup. If he chooses to try to get a ball to go through and bring the tying run up. Bender in there, strike one. A curveball at 71. 0-1 to Hoskins. Gives him another slider this time, so a couple of breaking pitches to get him going, and it's 0-2. Batting average 220, although many people cast that aside if you can get some power. Instead, a slow roller. Lindor got him at first.
But he does early in the game.
JT Realmuto. Hey! Yeah, he looks at a slider to get ahead. 0. Of their 31-17 record. Good pitch on the corner. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. JT wonders, is that as far out as we're going to allow? The next pitch, which is going to be this one, on 1-2. Got him! And they're on the same page. Just a straight 9. First pitch outside. All right, let's see if Pete Alonso, we appreciate it.
No, I appreciate you guys having me.
Give me a little feel for where the Mets are. I don't mean tonight, but just in general.
It's an unbelievable environment, and it's so fun to play every single night.
This one into shallow left center. Coming hard, the
All
left
over it.
fielder.
Oh.
No, he slid and didn't get it. Nick Plummer off his glove and into second base. Goes Rubel Herrera. Microphone and the earpiece in. And now Bassitt. Swing and a miss.
Oh boy. More times I want to be super engaged in the game and just be locked in, because the game can tell you a lot just by watch what he's feeling, watch what the opponent is doing. You can have a really good understanding of what you're going to get in that next at bat.
2 balls and a strike.
I can't necessarily come up with an example on top of my head, but the one thing that he does, he doesn't necessarily try and reinvent the wheel. So the way that he's blending our analytics and all the research and development that we have, he's doing it.
By the way, Pete, Buster Olney is sick at home today. Can you please be our Buster?
Living the dream every day.
Living the dream.
Viviendo el sueño.
Meatloaf. Mom, meatloaf.
I don't want to say the second part of that line.
Last night in the rain with the Living the Dream dance.
Oh yes. Oh yes. That's a fun one. Jeff.
The home run derby. How are you different?
How am I different?
How are you different now than you are during the derby?
Well, right now it's a little bit different, but more of a mental battle and a power of discipline. Where the home run derby, even though you have to have discipline and endurance, but also it's more of a physical water wand placement of that ball over the.
Yes.
But for me, it's like I know that he's gonna try and saw him off right here with a cutter up and in.
Tried with a slider, but it ended up whiffed on against Schwarber. 2-2. That's high. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Plummer ruled a double.
Come on, Bass.
Off his glove. Here it comes.
There it is. There's a cutter, or the four-seam in. So mind you, a lot of.
I'd never thought of that. Alec Bohm bats with the bases loaded, and Bassitt misses up.
No to this point, and I see stuff from the side, and a lot of things from the side look really good. You guys probably have a better view of the zone. The catcher, the pitcher, the hitter, or 4 people, and the umpire all perceive it differently.
Pete, would you be in favor in the future of an automatic strike zone, robot umpires?
I mean, sure, but I think that there's a lot of bugs that need to be worked out right now. But it's interesting. There's our 2 ball. Pick, yeah, good boy.
With a long ball to tie it, and he's having MVP type numbers again.
Oh boy, she does to us, but I enjoy our conversations. Nick Castellanos is pretty good.
The crowd boos the batter for getting out. It's because Bassitt's shaken off 7 or 8 times. You already have a plan, Pete, for when you go up next half. That's we're out of your ear, brother.
Oh,
guys,
he didn't go. My question was, did you have a plan already?
Oh.
Mazeka has 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's a sign of respect.
Throws. Oh, good pitch. Changes. There it is. Oh, man. Come on, Bass. Oof. Good at bat. Good pitching, good at bat. I mean, there's no one specifically I'd like to face. I mean, I just think the event is so fun, and I feel like that, like just me doing it, I'm just living out a dream. So, I mean, I'm just out there having fun, and whoever I'm against, or whoever's my competition.
1-0 to Castellanos.
Oh,
that
no.
one got him, and now the bases are loaded. First and third.
There it is.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Innings ever.
But when you do that, next up, give us a little play-by-play. Castellanos is gone. Replaced Shea, which first opened in 1964. We're in the 4th inning of a 3-1 game. Chris Bassitt, Zach Wheeler. That's got 3 in the first. That's poured in there for strike 1. So what did Pete say, that there's a foul ball in between somebody's legs every game?
Yeah, on was 1 hit because of so many sinker ballers in the game.
Right back up the middle, ranging to his left. Quick pick and a throw to first. Well done by Luis Guillorme.
In his last effort, gets the first guy out here on 4 pitches.
Rhys Hoskins, he may get another one out on one more pitch as Lindor fires across the diamond. Hoskins retired. Do you think you would have been a different pitcher? Done things differently? Because you did change arm angles. Like, were you?
Now that we can measure this stuff, I would have been all over it.
0-2.
The evaluation of pitches. You know, what's good or what's not compared to league average.
You didn't have all the camera. 0-2, trying to go 1-2-3 in the inning. Real Muto on the ground, charged. Escobar, good inning for Bassitt as Smith backpedals across.
Take a couple steps backwards, but the work is there, the players are putting it in, and I really believe that this is going to turn around. Yeah, I mean, I think we would have preferred to rotate the DH a little bit between those 3 guys, Harp, Castellanos, and Schwarber, but we have, and it's going to turn.
There you go. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Signal caller. He just read your body language. He knew what you wanted to throw.
Herrera on the ground to third, and a nice play over there by Eduardo Escobar for the first.
They went to the same high school.
Yep.
Point Loma High School in San Diego. They started inscribing the dates underneath their signatures, and it's kind of become a thing now.
I mean, I love working with you.
School would give you like a honorary graduate just to make it 3 of them.
Diego boys, you know, it's no, not the case.
There's a lot of misperception way off the tee to start. And then he took batting practice. He was out here alone for a long time. And we all had a chance to talk to Joe about the conversations in Philadelphia. This the time where you're going to get called into the office and get let go. And he said all of that's
To be prepared for that.
1-2, just missed. Bassitt, you see him bouncing off
As well.
right.
Big fanning. And it's interesting because Bassitt, the hitter at the plate.
2-2. That's down. Look, there are people you tell. 3-2 to Schwarber. Straight back.
Tried to get him with the same pitch that he struck him out on the first time, and that was a pitch up in the zone.
Pitches, I try to use that to my advantage.
In there, strike 3. Schwarber is gone. Bassitt. Mets to get all 3 in the first inning. Pitch count fairly similar, as our game track was brought to you by Geico.
Cardinals players have done the last 3 months of the season.
Beaten into the ground. Boom. Lindor. Easy play.
It was last September that
Out on hand here on a Sunday night.
There's a Reggie Jackson line there somewhere, right? They don't boo nobodies.
Freeman, will see him on Sunday Night Baseball in a couple of weeks as the Dodgers go to Atlanta. Ended
the majority of the season.
It's kind of a hard thing to do. Every pitch he features has been called for a strike.
How important is that statistic? 90. Yes, Harper threw out to center, and he walked. Chase there. Bassitt, another strikeout.
Vertical movement and horizontal, both above average. Talk about 2 plane breaks on breaking balls. He's got a 2-plane sinker working tonight.
All right, Eddie, you bring in Schwarber and you bring in Castellanos, and now
He's not driving the ball really well to right center field. Castellanos is going well. He reminds you a lot.
He's also getting more breaking balls than he ever has before.
there's one there, and he stays alive. Bassitt thought he had another punch out. This one off the end of the bat and into foul territory, and no play for Dominic Smith. Remember, offseason, Castellanos thought he was likely going to be a Florida Marlin. 0-2, and a slow one that's foul.
And just like Harper, he is where they're going to be in the game, depending on the innings and the score.
Castellanos, good hop for Lindor. Chris Bassitt through 6 innings and really
Bye.